Blurb. Bless. Hello guys, Blurb here. I'm back in a video, and today we're here with special guest. Let's go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm Zed from the channel Phazma Squad. What are we doing today, Blurblex?
Today we're going to be reviewing this Pikachu Theme deck, which you can buy anywhere. Not really anywhere. Wherever they sell the cards, you know.
So, probably, yeah, Toys R Us, Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer.
ETC, it's LCS.
Yeah, I don't know. Everywhere else would probably be sell you fake decks.
Yeah.
But the prices vary too, so we'll talk about that today too. Where to get your deck, where to get your deck, and where's the cheapest way to get your deck.
Well, one of the cheapest ways is for most definitely get it at Target or Walmart.
Yeah, especially when they're on sale, because basically Walmart and Target, what they do is with anything dented, they say they can't sell it for full price. So it's kind of like a dented can discount. So
yeah,
so you get it. So they just put it on sale, and then that's the way you get it. But Toys R Us, they're like, okay, we're not as worldwide as Walmart, Target, Fred Meyer, places like that. So we're gonna make our crap to the moon.
Exactly.
So, pricing their stuff to the moon. The Elite Trainer box, the Generations Elite Trainer box, is $75 and stuff like that.
Yeah, and this
it's way too priced. It was $16, and you could get it at like $12 for Fred Meyer.
Basically.
But that was before. This is before it came out. So, yeah. So talk about it, Birdblex. I'll be right back.
Okay, so Zed's dead now, but we can move on from that. Well, what we're gonna do first is go ahead and take out the cards. So let's just show off the little box thing that we have here. So that's the front. This is the top part. This is the sides. I think they both. Oh no, this one has the Pikachu Power Theme deck, and there's just the side of a Pikachu showing off the Pokemon Company. So let's go ahead and take out the cards, because why not?
So
I've already gone ahead and shuffled them beforehand to see, because we're gonna try this to be like a tournament style.
Yeah, will this be good for a tournament? Because if you go to the tournament, I'm not going to talk.
Okay, let's go ahead. Let's just assume it's the first turn. We're going to go ahead and use a sample deck against this deck. And use Zed's personal Theme deck.
Yeah, I made this deck with some of the cards in my deck. I'm running 2 EXs, a Shaman EX promo, and a Blastoise EX. I'm not running too many because I don't have too many energies in my deck. I have mostly Pokemon, and I have a lot of energies. It's just they're used for different things. Because basically, my deck has more Pokemon that have better moves than EX, pretty much. So
pretty much.
Yeah, and it doesn't use that many energies. Actually, the Samurai does not use that many energies.
No, it really doesn't. It's a really good card.
I want to say okay.
Let's go ahead and shuffle these just in case you're thinking that we're gonna go ahead and hack and cheat.
Yeah, let's hack and cheat.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and this is best skills here.
Yeah, best shuffling skills ever.
Yeah, they really are. Just make sure this is symmetrical. It isn't, but don't worry about that. Let's go ahead and pull. How many is it? 7 cards?
6 for the prize, 7 for the deck.
Okay, let's go ahead and pull 6 of these cards from the top. Okay, let's put them to the side. We're not gonna go ahead and lay them out because I'm just gonna waste too much room. And same thing for this deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, now we're gonna pull 7, right?
Yeah.
For the hand. Okay, you pull 7 from that deck.
Okay.
And I'll pull 7 from this one.
So we have Max Revive. We have Water Energy, Flaffy, which is the second evolution.
You better pull
Grass
basic,
Energy. I know. Water Energy.
Last card.
And Dino.
Oh, there's the basic.
So you can start with a Roar. Your opponent switches his or her active Pokemon with one of her benched Pokemon, which is pretty good for your deck. So
okay then. Okay, now let's go ahead.
The Pikachu deck.
Yeah, so it's shuffled. So let's see what we get for the first turn. We got a Professor's Oak hint, which draw cards until you have 7 cards in your. Wait, no, it's not Gary. Draw cards until you have 7 cards in your hand. Your turn ends. That's a good trainer card. We have a basic card, Caterpie, which is already good. Now we have our basic, so we can play this hand. We have another trainer, Pokemon Center later. I won't read what it says there. Let's just go ahead and show them off. We have another energy. That's your first energy. A basic Weedle.
The cool things about those basic Pokemon is they only need like 1 energy. They're super cheap to use.
Yeah, and then the evolution can just be right off the bat. Yeah. Speaking of evolutions, here we have Beedrill for Weedle. And our last card is going to be another trainer. So right off the bat, we have 2 basics, 1 evolution, and we have 3 trainers and 1 energy. Oh, that might not sound good for the energies, but then again, there's some in there, so we can use the Professor Oak immediately to get more energies, which will be good and fine, maybe, hopefully.
Okay. Wait, this is only 6 cards. Okay, but I gotta pull one more card.
Oh yeah,
my deck,
1, 2,
and
3.
we get Evo Soda. So this would be good.
Soda.
This is good for Dino or Flaffy, if I would like to use Flaffy or Dino, because then I could get a Ampharos or a Zwellios. Yeah, sorry, I cannot pronounce Pokemon names, but yeah. So Dino and Evosoda would work pretty well, and it takes a normal energy to use Roar, which is pretty good, and so yeah.
Okay, so I've shown you my deck. Zed has showed you his. Let's go ahead and do a what's it called? What would it be? A tutorial little like first turn.
We're kind of reviewing it though.
Yeah, we're just
reviewing a deck.
So this is like, you know, in case you pull this hand, the first thing you're gonna be able to do is put a basic in your hands. And this deck already is really good for that. Let's go ahead and not put any cards down and move on to our second turn. Let's see what we pull from our second turn, and that's gonna be another energy.
Evolutions is really good with the first basic Pokemon, the first evolution.
Yeah, basically, it has a lot of basics in it.
There's mostly only second 2 evolution Pokemon.
Yeah, there really is. Like Pikachu, for example, it doesn't have any pre-evolution in the set.
That's why buying a pre-made deck is pretty good, because they build it for you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's enough for the not tournament, but just see what you will get on your first hand. And let's just go ahead and show off the rest of the cards in this deck. We got a Pikachu, another energy, a Pokeball, a Raichu, which is good for your Pikachu in case you get to evolve that. And it has a really good attack. Energize. Attach a electric energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So in case you know one of your Pokemons are knocked out with an energy on it that you really want, you can just pack it back up here and you can just put it on your Raichu. And Spark Bolt, it does 70 damage already. And you may discard all energies, so 3 of the energies attached to your Raichu. And it's going to do a total of 140 damage, which is already good for a 2-stage Pokemon.
Yeah, that's awesome for a second stage.
It really is. Okay, here's a Pokemon fan club. And another grass energy. A Tangela basic. Okay, let's see what this can do. So that's bind. So it takes 2 energies. 1 grass and 1 regular one. It says flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. And it does automatic 20 damage. Now that one is okay, but I want to go ahead and point out its amount of HP on top. 80 HP for a basic. That is really good. If you can get this thing up and running and actually paralyze some Pokemon, you can actually stall a little bit, which is always good, and it's always, you know, trolly for your opponent to have to face against. That's a thing.
Especially when you don't want to lose, you know you're going to lose if you just stall until you can pull a card, which is really dangerous. So.
Yeah, basically. Now Magnemite, okay, so 50 HP, which is a pretty basic amount of energy for a basic Pokemon. Its first move, which only requires 1 energy, is a Thunder Wave. It's Thunder Wave. And you can paralyze Pokemon automatically. You don't have to flip a head. Oh no, you have to flip a heads. Now, the other move, which is its only other move, is Self-Destruct. About that move, you know, not only are you using your Pokemon, but it's only 50 damage towards the opponent. Now, what I think about this move is that, I mean, you can get it up and running really easy, but that's just 1 price card right off the bat if you want to use this Pokemon. And its evolution doesn't really improve on that. So this basic isn't one of the best to use in the deck at all. Kakuna is Widow's evolution, and if you get this up and running, you can Poison Powder, which is a chance to poison your opponent, and you do automatically 20 damage. And it has an amount of 80 HP. That's why I go ahead and point out that Tangela already has 80 HP for being a basic Pokemon, which is makes it really good. Stiffen makes it so that any attack done of this is reduced by 40. So if a move does like 20, it'll do nothing basically. That's certain.
It's easy to stall with it until you can get a Beedrill. So.
Exactly. Now, Doduo, it does a Fury attack, Fury attack, which can do up to dairy damage if you land all heads on your first turn. And it only requires 1 energy, so you can do up to dairy damage for 1 energy, which is pretty good. And then when you evolve it, it'll be up and running as a strong Pokemon. Here's a Metapod. Another one. Another Widow, which just does basic 10 damage, and it has a very low amount of HP, so it can be knocked out by another basic, which is kind of sad. Another energy.
Grass.
Yeah, basically.
Mostly grass type Pokemon. Another Caterpie.
Okay, this Caterpie runs String Shot. Now, with what energy you can do 10 damage, and a possibility of paralyzing your opponent which is always a good thing.
They're kind of all like stalling cards, which is pretty good. When not, I don't know. Well, compared to after this, we'll go look at my deck, which will be the opponent you'll be playing if you go to a tournament.
Yeah, just to see what you're up against.
Yeah.
It won't be anything like too specific, but it'll just be something that we came up with or Zach came up with on his free time. Yeah, another Kakuna, and then we have a Electric Energy, Professor's Leather, and here's Beedrill. Let's go ahead and analyze Beedrill. Poison Sting. Your opponent active Pokemon is now poisoned. Not only do you not have to flip heads, but it's an automatic poison, and then 30 damage too. This attack is obviously really good. And if you already have an energy, which you're going to obviously have on your Weedle or your Kakuna beforehand, this can just do automatically 30 damage and poison the opponent. So this is really good. And then Swarming Sting. This attack does 40 damage times the number of Beedrill you have to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Yeah. Oh, you have in play to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So you have some in your bench, you can just use those, and it does more, depending on how much of those you have.
Get the point of like what the moves are. The moves are mainly poisoning and attacking, and so pretty much the most powerful you'll be wanting to get is the Raichu.
Yeah.
For move wise, you want Raichu, but if you want to like stall, then you can pull anything else. But
yeah, you can
Raichu is your best bet. So against my deck, let's see.
Wait, we're still not done. You got wait. Let's just go ahead and finish. Okay. So we already know what we can do. An energy. Now, energy retrieval, you can retrieve 2 from your discard pile, which is always good. Here's another Raichu. You revive. Another energy. Tangela. Magnemite. Energy. The duel. Here's Electabuzz. Electabuzz can do Thunder Shock. That has a chance of paralyzing, and Thunder Punch can do up to 40 damage. But if it lands on Tails, this Pokemon does 10 damage to itself. Electabuzz is one of the weakest of the set. It's just right there. It doesn't have an evolution yet, so you're stuck with this card no matter what. Pikachu. Now, Pikachu is, it's set up for Raichu, so that's always a good thing. Energy. Tierno is always a good card to have. Caterpie. Energy. 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 Energy.
Shuffled pretty well.
And here we go. Magneton. Now, what I said about Magnemite earlier, about it not being such a really good Pokemon, and that's just the truth, because let's go ahead and compare them to its evolution. Now, here is Magnemite and Magneton. So, as you can see, Magnemite has the move Self-Destruct, which does 50 damage, but you also knock yourself out. That's the thing. But when it evolves, it also does damage to itself and knocks itself out, and does 80 damage in return. So, by evolving this Pokemon, you can do 80 more damage, and it also requires another energy. Now, you also have Thunder Wave now, which has evolved from just being a flip of heads, and you have a chance of Thunder Waving, or, paralyzing. It does 30 damage now, which is okay, but not the best thing ever.
And then final attack. If you want to, like, put it down, then you just use that, and then you can switch out really easy without a switch.
Exactly. So, Magneton is kind of like a last resort. Oh, sorry about that. Last resort card, which hopefully doesn't come to you when you're playing this deck. But as you can see, that's really it. Energy, Metapod, and another Magnemite. So, Electabuzz, what else? And, what is it? Metapod, and
Magnemite.
And Electrode. Is it Electrode?
Yeah.
Those 3 Pokemon, let me go ahead and take them out for you guys so you can see them.
You don't have an Electrode in your deck, though.
Oh, yeah, trade one with you. Oh yeah, no, you
have a Voltorb.
A Voltorb, there we go, Voltorb. Voltorb comes in this deck, but I traded them away. Oh yeah, you can just show me it.
Okay, yeah. So
here, let's just show off the basic Pokemon first. Let me show you the ones who don't evolve, which is kind of bad for this. Like if it doesn't evolve, what's the point of having it in your deck? But then again, they're strong on their own. Let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, here's the 3. Oh, where did Metapod go? Here we go.
Should we do some suggested card moves too, like suggested cards?
We can do that later, maybe.
I got Surfing Pikachu.
Okay, so first off, Metapod doesn't have, this deck doesn't come with a Butterfree at all. It doesn't come with any Butterfrees. So as soon as you evolve your Caterpie into stage 1, you're stuck with this thing.
Yeah.
So that's automatically a debuff to this deck. Tangela doesn't evolve either. There is a what's it called? Tangela and then Tangrowth out there in this, set, but it doesn't come here in the deck, so that's already a problem. And then Voltorb. Voltorb also comes here, and its attack continuous tumble makes you so you can do an infinite amount of damage. But that's saying you get heads every single time. So you don't really want to carry this card if you're not, sure. If you want to play
Unless
lucky.
You want to collect it like I do, because I love the art.
Yeah, Zed really likes this art. The reason I no longer had this card in my deck was because I gave it away to Zed because he really wanted it for some reason because he likes the art. It looks like
You do not know how long I've been searching for that art, so don't judge.
Go ahead and give it back to him before he explodes.
Yep.
Like a Voltorb. Okay. Ha ha.
If you want to see, I'll go through. I'm going to go through my whole collection on my channel. So if you want to see that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's
so
go
now
ahead.
So that's the deck.
Move these aside.
That's the deck that you'd be fighting with. Now it's an incomplete in some places. Now let's see Todd, the one you're competing with.
Yeah, you're facing against opponent Todd. So.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a Pokemon fanatic for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's his deck. Let's go ahead and let Zed show off what his custom deck is.
My custom deck, or aka Todd's custom deck, consists of water, grass, and a few others. So we have Samurott, so his moves are: if the damage from this attack reduces your opponent's active Pokemon HP to 60 or less, that Pokemon is knocked out. Now this is one of the best moves. I like to use this once I evolve my Duat. This is one of the best because it only needs 2 energies, and it basically 40 plus 40. That will get them down to at least 60. Most of them. I've used this card on a lot of the tournament, on a lot of the battles I've played, all the matches I've used, and I've pretty much won with them. So there's a few other cards I like to use. So there's an energy, Reverse Valley. It's kind of like 2. There's 1 for metal and 1 for dark. It's like a stadium card. Then we have another energy. This is like a switch. Ninja Boy is a switch. I don't want to go through it because it's too long. But yeah, this is Cubchoo. Flip 3 coins. This does 10 damage. Times the amount of heads, and then Volcarona. Sorry about that. It has pretty good moves. It does 120 damage for 3 energies. So you just have to discard your energies. I mean, it's pretty good for a last resort kind of card. Shauna's a really good card because it's a really good card. And then you have we have Druddigon. I recently put this in my deck. We have water energy, dark energy. We have max potion, which is heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. If you do discard all the energies, pretty good, pretty dank. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Pokemon you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle all the others back into your deck. Pretty good. Beartic is the evolution of Cubchoo, which can do up to 80 plus damage. We have Snorunt and Mareep, which paralyzes the Pokemon. And then we have Red Card, which I use a lot. I have 2 in here, actually. Your opponent shuffles his or her hand into her deck and draws 4 cards. And then we have Pokemon Catcher, flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. Now, I have a few cards that does this, but it's better to have more assurance. So then we have Zwellios. I'll let you read that. And then we have Hydreigon Break, which is pretty good. And then we have Gyarados. I just want to go through this for time consumption. And we have another Shauna. And we have Greedy Dice, which is pretty good. If you can play this card, if only you took it as a face-down prize card before you put it into your hand, flip a coin. If heads, take one more prize card, which is pretty good. If you're down to the last 2 prize cards, you take this one, you're like, oh, okay, it's heads, you win the game. And there's a few Pokemon that actually do this. There's a Slowbro, which I have in my deck too, that go with this. And we have the Blastoise EX. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. This attack does 20 more damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. Don't apply weakness, blah, blah, blah. Then Duat, which is okay. It just does 20 more damage if you get heads. But I mainly keep this in my deck until I get Samurott because it's kind of useless. And if I kill it off, I can't use Samurott. So, and Shaman, heal 20 damage and remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. And it is pretty good. It's pretty dank. There's water energy, grass energy. Frost, its ability is flip a coin. If heads, your Pokemon is knocked out. If this Pokemon is knocked out and it's my active Pokemon, then the other one goes down. So it's take me down, I'm taking you down with me kind of thing. This is a really, really good card. Energies, it's a Prism Energy. You can take, basically it acts as any other energy you want it to be. You can use it once a turn. Then we have Oshawott, Magikarp, which I'm not even going to talk about. I just need it for Gyarados. And Larvesta, we're not even going to talk about Larvesta. But Ampharos, Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 40 more damage. If tails, your opponent's active Pokemon is paralyzed. So either way, it's a win-win. So, Clemon, search your deck for up to 4 lightning energies. Card, reveal them and put them into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards, which is pretty good when you're working with Ampharos, which I talked about just now. So, special energy, double color that's energy, so it acts as 2 energies. And I really love the reverse holo version. It just looks really nice and really cool. So, water energy. Here's the Slowbro I was talking about. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 50 more damage. If you get 3 energies, 3 colorless energies on this. If you use this attack when you have only 1 prize card left, you win the game, which is really awesome. I have actually won a few games with this attack. So yeah, and then your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused or poisoned. This one is paralyzed or poisoned, which is pretty good if your Pokemon is confused. It's really cool. So if you say, okay, I want it to be confused, and then your Pokemon's still confused next turn. Next turn, if you add 1 more energy, leaf energy, grass energy, I'm so dumb. But, yeah, it's paralyzed. So, which is really good. And red card, like I said. Max Revive, we have 2 of these in the deck, actually. So, let's just get that out of here so it saves time. So, it just revives the Pokemon. Energy. Pokeball, flip a coin. If heads, search your deck for a Pokemon, retrieve it, and just put it into your hand. We have Hydreigon. You can read that, because, yeah, you can just pause the video and read it if you want to. We have energy. Then we have Shuckle, which, with 1 energy, it draw 2 cards and then put a card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. So you sacrifice a card, but you get 2 more, which is pretty cool. Evosoda we talked about earlier. This is just the hand I pulled last round. So,
Okay, let's go transition.
Yeah, transition. We grab my cards out of here. Okay. Alright, so
Okay, let's go ahead and show off.
So now it's to the final question. Is this deck worth the money?
Now, let's just go ahead and review. The money can vary up to $12 to $16, depending on where you buy it. It can even be more, depending on where you buy it.
Yeah.
You know, there's such things like eBay, and then there's like Amazon, people who sell it for more than it really is worth. Now, we're going to go ahead and say that, in the end, we have decided this deck, and a tournament, you know, if you were to take this deck to a tournament, like right off the bat, you know, you buy it off the shelves, and then you go to the tournament, hoping to get lucky. Well, this deck would not be a deck you would want to take to the tournament.
You probably want to get a Keldeo or Rayquaza deck, or a more an X, not an X and Y, but like a like probably a Steam Siege deck or a Generations deck would be most suggested, and mainly because one of the reasons is the price. The price is one of the reasons, because it's like the price is there's a few places you can buy it though. If you okay, you're like, you guys suck. I like Pikachu. It's my favorite Pokemon ever. It's beautiful. I love it.
Well,
so I'm gonna go buy it anyway. So the best place to buy it would not be on eBay, not be on Amazon. Maybe on Amazon. It's just you have the risk of getting the fake
and shipping.
Yeah. So if it's too good to be true, don't get it. If it's on eBay and it's like $4 for the whole deck, most likely either gonna be fake or something dumb. So
get it at Walmart or Target.
Yeah,
that's
and if you really
hello guys, we're back. I'm sorry about that.
Camera died.
Yeah, camera died,
So,
but we're back. But let's just go ahead and wrap this up. I'm sorry for this long video. If you're still watching, well, congrats. You are the most patient person on earth.
Yeah.
Good job. You're amazing. Okay, now, in the end, it's not worth the price. We're just gonna go and say that if you pull it, you can actually have more luck. It's just better off that you buy the, you buy the little what's it called, the booster packs,
Yeah,
and like
it is incomplete. It's an incomplete deck.
Yeah.
You might as well make it custom because, and if you really want to get it, you could get it at there's only one. It's like a comic store. Like if you want to get a comic and game store, there's like one. It's not worldwide. It's not national. It's just one store. That's where you would probably get it cheapest, because I found booster packs and boxes and stuff for like $2 to $4 cheaper there, because they are a hole in the wall place and it's not as money hungry as a Fred Meyer, because they want you to come back.
They're basically honest about their prices. They're like, this card, I pulled it, and there was like many of them. I had like 10 of these back in my day. So here, they cost
common,
like, yeah. So obviously, you battle, this deck needs a lot of modifications to make it actually good and playable.
If you want to play it in a tournament, probably not likely you're going to want to mainly just buying the booster packs, make it custom is the best way to do it. So.
Yeah, you're better off. You might want to put some EXs in there. And obviously, this deck is a grass and electric energy. Well, I would go ahead and just say that buy another Redeem deck, a different one, especially like one of the new ones.
Yeah. Because
this one's just gonna give you old, energies. It doesn't really change anything, but if you want to buy this just for the energies, well, you're gonna get grass and energy, grass and electric, and you get 16 of each. So that's kind of cool. And then you get some trainers over there, so that's nice.
And if we really want to get into battling, I suggest an Elite Trainer box.
Yeah.
For the money, it's pretty good. Now, if you don't want an evolution specifically, I suggest getting a Generations. If you're really into either collecting or if you really want to build your deck, Generations is the best. It's $10 extra, but it is worth your while.
And if you're like just somebody who wants a specific card, like that Pikachu or that Weedle, I really want like Akuna, I need that Beedrill in my life. Well, you can just go ahead and pull some booster packs. Either you pull them from booster packs, which can offer you so much more, or you buy them online. Individually. I know how that sounds, but I know Walmart online actually sells some cards independently, which I didn't know about until like last week, which is kind of cool. So if you want to buy some cards like that, like you want to get your Beedrills out there, you want to get some Weedles, you want to get some Pikachus, some Raichus, Voltorbs, I guess, you can buy them somewhere online for Walmart. And if you're gonna buy something online, like a specific card, I would, admittedly just say buy them from Walmart, buy them from Target. Don't buy them from like an online site like eBay. Just from anybody who could just say, I have the card, I can give it to you.
Print them.
Yeah. They could be fake. And obviously fake cards aren't allowed in tournaments. So it's just it's up there.
Look at that and say, get out.
Basically.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. In the end, final words. I'm going to go ahead and start first. Just final words. This deck is not worth its price. If you want to get any other decks. We're back. Sorry guys, we're back. And the camera cut again. We just returned for my Zed's final words on the his opinion.
Okay, I'm gonna speak fast. I got experience with this. Speak fast. Blah blah blah. So my final words is if you really want this deck, I would get it. But it is for tournaments. If you really are in it to win it, I would not get any decks you can buy at the store because most likely they are like not newbie, but they're really.
Final words.
They're kind of bad. So, I really don't think this is worth it. I would just buy booster packs, save the $12, buy like a triple pack, or buy Generations 2 booster packs, and build your own.
Yeah, and
building your own is more OP than So, see you guys later. Yeah, outro. Go ahead.
So outro time, I guess. So, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Subscribe to my channel, Phazma Squad.
Yeah, and subscribe to his channel, Phazma Squad.
Even though all your subscribers are for me.
Boy. Thanks for watching. Guys, Blurred's here and I'm back from a video, and today I'm joined by a special guest. Let's go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hey guys,
God damn. Hello guys, Blurred's here and I'm back from a video, and today I'm joined with a special guest, and let's go ahead and let him introduce himself.
Hey guys, I'm Zed from Phazma Squad. So what are we doing today, Blurblacks?
Okay, today we're going to be reviewing this Pikachu theme deck that we got. It costs around $12. Or if you buy it somewhere else, damn it, I ruined that part.